So what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Why not?
I'm trying to get on this Lifestyle Radio website.
Sounds like a cool website.
Yeah, it's alright. Oh, wait, I might have it.
You might have it.
You're listening to Lifestyle Radio.
The opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations or Lifestyle Radio.
Tug lightly on this bowl of mine. Well, my screen has seen some better times. Well, my buddy poked a hole, now my weed falls deep inside. Please tug lightly on this bowl of mine. You like music, you like weed, well, we gonna be good friends indeed. This is how much I like more than smoking trees. They'll make you dance the do-si-do and teach you how the chiba grows. Smoke a bowl on the 420 radio show. On Lifestyle Radio.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up? You're both frickin', there you go. I'm alone! I'm alone! I'm alone! Uh-oh.
MJ will be back as soon as her computer lets her back in.
Oh, wow. Okay, then.
Well, maybe should we tell her why she got kicked off? Or?
Yeah, it's for showing
She shouldn't have
pictures. It was
blasted
Betty's
around.
fault. It was Betty's
Yeah.
fault. Yeah. Yeah, we lost her today. She almost made it.
Darn it.
Betty White, not Mary Jane. She'll be back.
Yeah. Well, Mary Jane, she almost made it too. She was here till she showed the People magazine and it got booted off the internet. Guess they didn't want to be advertising. What you smoking?
Where's the bag? I got some. You can look at the bag. Here, hold on. Let me turn this stupid video thing off.
Yeah, okay. And you were laughing at my coughing earlier, right?
Hey, there we go. So,
all right. It is a Pure Sun Farms.
Yeah. And it's, I can't read the white part. It's jet fuel gelato. It's a hybrid. It's
oh, yes.
22.7% THC, 0 CBD. And it's nice. It's it's a nice
sativa.
It's not putting me on the couch, which is the whole, sure.
Yeah.
I don't like
well,
it.
There's wouldn't be. There's no CBD in it.
Yeah. And sorry, holy. It's
COVID.
It's nice. It's not COVID. It's a little dry. I'm going to work on that tomorrow. I've got some of those thingies somewhere. The little, what do you call them?
Humidity packs.
Yeah, I got a couple of them around here somewhere, so I got to find them and put
The
them in.
Integras or the Boosts.
But you know what? I've had this strain before, and I'm glad they had it. I really like it. The what was it? Purple Kush that I had. No, was it a pink Kush? I think it was a pink Kush that I had. Same grower, same LP, and it's not so bad. It was all right, but it was couchy. It was like 2% CBD or something like that, right? So it was couchy for me, anyways. I have to be careful of my strains because I've got ADHD and like with alcohol and pills and stuff like that, my my brain reacts differently to it. So where you might get a nice buzz and a woo-hoo, I might get a,
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So what are you
smoking, Dale?
I was just going to say.
I've got some True OG right now, actually.
I'm going to sign up in the new year. I haven't done it yet.
It's convenient.
How did your ganache turn out?
Ganache. Oh, yeah, you make
tomorrow
ganache.
now. I ran out of time today.
Come on, dude. I was going to say do it on the air.
Just send me a message and tell me how much you think you're planning on putting in.
And then he'll tell you to double it because he wants some.
No. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to tell him to cut it back.
I put about a gram of oil in my stuff. I don't know. I kind of calculate it from my portions.
For the whole batch. Okay, that'll work.
So
I thought you were going to put like 5 grams.
Before I forget, because we're just starting, I just want to make sure everybody knows, if you want to call in, message one of us, or just call in on Skype at Lifestyle Radio. It will be answered. It'll startle the fuck out of us when it rings, but, you know.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it. I want you to scare Al, because it's only going to scare him.
I'm a little jumpy. And I've got breathing issues tonight. Trying to move my microphone so you guys can't hear me.
That didn't work. Yeah, you moved it so we could hear you.
Really, the only way to get rid of it. But see, I can do this now with this mic here. I can sit here and just sit in my tie-dye. I wish I had a shirt that tie-dye.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, what are you smoking, Marcel? He doesn't
Whatever
remember.
I want. Oil, hash, rosin.
What strain, buddy? I have some ice cream cake. I'm going to squish
oil
as well.
I'm smoking is Iranian diesel oil.
Ooh.
The hash that I'm smoking is Napolese Temple Ball.
Yeah, I should.
And the
try
rosin
some of that
I'm
one day.
smoking is, I don't know what, but it smells really good.
And you're just mixing it all up and putting it in one, all in one.
Oh, no. No, I alternate. That way I don't get bored.
I do that too. I bounce
Smoke an
between
oil
strains.
joint and then smoke a hash joint.
So, how about this one for an idea? You get a double paper, long-wise, like, you know, get like a king-size paper, and then layer your joint. Do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and see if you can actually.
I do that every year.
But can you actually?
I do it with combs.
Does it not just come and jump on you all at once?
No, what when you light. When I roll one of these cones up, there'll be 3 or 4 different strains. So when you light it, and usually I'll make it for about 4 people. So by the time it comes around, each time it comes around, you end up getting the next batch.
Okay.
Right? So then you get a taste of every strain all the way around.
But it does combine itself once it gets in you.
Darcy says the rosin's dry ice.
Yeah, I saw that.
See? He can listen, but he can't come on air.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Where is Darcy tonight?
He couldn't come on. But he's going to sit and listen to us talk about it.
We'll sit here and talk about it. Darcy, I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to snip the fucking little bars off your wheels so you can't go anywhere. I'll bring a snipper with me. And Dale's going to hold your bike so you can't run away.
Why not just let the air out of his tires?
No, because that's just, he's probably got rubber fucking wheels that you don't have to inflate or anything. Eventually, he's going to get sick of us talking about them.
No, they're bicycle tires.
I know.
Basically.
I know.
I saw a cool one for him, though, that I think he'd have a blast in.
Oh! I saw. Did you see the thing I posted? It was it's a sled, but it's got tracks and it's really small. It's not like a full size snowmobile, but it's the same kind of thing. It's got I don't know. Okay, let's go back to talking about Darcy.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about Darcy this time?
He has
what's wrong with
silly
Mary Jane
head.
and her computer.
He has a silly shaped head. That's what it is. What was that?
Silly shape. That's because when he was younger in the chair and he'd go to the bars, everybody used him as a table. Rest the beer on him and stuff. Kind of flattened out his head.
So I
hope you're listening, buddy.
What are you smoking, Darcy?
How does he know which rosin I've got?
Who to what? Where to? Yeah.
Yeah. How does he know which rosin I'm smoking?
Where did Mary Jane go?
She said she couldn't. Her computer wouldn't let her on.
Everybody's got an excuse for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if you want to message me Darcy's cell number, would you please, Marcel?
Oh, sure.
If you want to get a hold of Darcy, you can reach him at... No, I'm kidding.
Hang on a second.
I'm just kidding.
You sure?
Yeah.
I've got two of them. I'll give you both.
And his desk number at work.
You want his wife's too?
No, his desk number at work, his office number as well, so we can call him during the day.
No, that's his work cell phone.
Oh, that's why he's got two.
Mm.
I get it. One they keep tabs on, and the other one they don't.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Screw that. Yeah. Geez, we should talk about the year in review, because 2021 was such an awesome fucking year.
Oh, you know what? I spent the day looking for fucking articles to talk about, and it's just like I miss just hanging out with my friends and having fun, you know? Like it
All right.
just not happening anymore.
Did you see what's happening in Quebec today?
Big party.
You want to bet? As of 5:00 tonight,
They're locked down.
New regulations come into effect. The curfew is at 10 p.m. until 5 a.m. Anybody seen outside their residences at that time will be fined, subject up to $2,000.
So our suggestion to you is to go down to New York Times Square because their party's on.
Yeah.
They have not canceled shit.
As long as you've been vaccinated and you socially distance.
Oh, excuse me? Really? I didn't know they were going to stop people like that. How are they going to? How are they going to? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know that Toronto, the fireworks start, I think, at 10:30, and they're all along the Toronto skyline / Lakeshore area. They're not doing it off the CN Tower. They're doing it along the, probably where they used to have the Benson and Hedges thing, right?
Somebody down the road was firing off theirs before I come in here.
They were doing it last night and the night before out in the back here, and it scares the shit out of my dog. She goes into complete trauma and everything. I hate it.
Oh, my dog just, when the first one bangs, she barks, runs to the door, and then wants to go out and see. And they don't bother or anything. She just, it's a noise outside. She wants to know what it is.
Yeah, Rose is terrified of them, and like it's like up at the trailer. The minute she starts hearing gunshots,
Well, I set mine off last year. I didn't do them this year, but normally I do Canada Day, and I'll set off a bunch. And we had her there with us, and she just sat there watching them.
Buster was the same way. He went into a complete panic mode when there were fireworks around. I tried taking him to fireworks once. Nope, didn't work. Dragged me all the way home. What was I doing here? Oh, yeah, I remember.
I don't know what you were doing.
Well, I was looking at our feed here so that I can see how many people aren't listening.
You guys have a good holiday or what?
No, not really. I didn't do anything. This is the first conversation I've had with anybody, really, other than in a store or in the hallway since the last time we did a show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't talk to anybody.
Nobody calls. I don't, so whatever.
Yep.
I remember when friends used to pick up the fucking phone and say, "Hey, man, what's going on?"
Or stop over and visit.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it wasn't for the kids, nobody would visit us.
There you go.
Yeah. But then again, I'm pretty fucking antisocial, so.
There's a difference between antisocial and wanting to hang out with your friends who are also antisocial. Because antisocial people like hanging out with antisocial people. I believe they call it, I enjoy having people with me that aren't there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. But I can be in a party of 50 people and still be alone.
Yeah, I like that atmosphere, but I like to be able to leave when I want to leave. I get, the topic goes bad or whatever, which happens.
Yeah.
I miss the lounge because, it was like 30 different conversations in a day. It's not like the same conversation. Well, there's a lot of how are yous?
Yeah.
Would you like tea with that?
That'd be a pretty cool scene, though, having a smoking lounge like that.
I was there. I was there 3 days a week, from noon until 2 sometimes in the morning, depending on what was going on, who was there, who was around. We had our events and also our market. I miss it. I miss the people too.
I used to go to a nice one down in the valley, and you walk in, there's a dab rig or a vaporizer on every table. And
That'd be awesome.
Well, but
and buy what you want.
Kelly's Green Lounge is Kelly's Green Lounge is open, and you can go in and do that. But it's a private club. I think you have to be a member. We can ask Mary Jane; she'd know. And there are a few still open in the city. But you need to know somebody now. It's not that, it's not like there's Gunjanistas at the corner. Come on in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. It's just not happening
Welcome back.
anymore.
Finally.
Welcome back.
Computer had to restart twice, and I was like, it was the ghost of Betty White because I was showing off my.
Don't do it again.
My People magazine.
Because I've been telling everybody you got booted off for advertising that People magazine.
Timmy's upstairs watching porn. He's taking up all your bandwidth.
No, he's right here watching porn.
Oh. Hi, Timmy.
He says hello.
Oh, he has his own desk now down there in the dungeon.
Yeah, I kind of made him one. Yeah, it's not a very.
You harvesting?
One, but... Yeah.
What's
and
that?
He isn't.
And he doesn't help you. He doesn't know how to do it.
He's working. Last time I got him to trim. That was funny. He didn't like the sticky fingers.
Oh, really?
Can you hear the Can you hear the fireworks? Hold on. Oh, they've already stopped.
No, can't hear the fireworks.
I could hear them. They've already stopped.
Okay, but you've also got a noise canceling microphone, so we're not going to hear them.
Yeah, I have that off.
Yeah.
I have that off. But yeah, it's not
so
the big ones.
Miss? I missed something about.
Oh, we were asking everybody what they were smoking. What are you smoking?
This is Blueberry Headband, but
cool.
I don't know what I'm smoking. It's whatever was in the jar from last time.
Blueberry Headband. That sounds good.
I've had that, I think.
Whatever
Probably.
was in the jar. Or Blueberry Headband.
Yeah. Well, both.
It's been around a while.
Even the stalks smell good.
What do you do with the stalks? Do you make them into art? Make a basket.
I'm super excited. I was gifted this, I'll show you guys, this beautiful piece of hemp paper that was made from their own hemp plants at a paper refinery, a paper mill or whatever. So I'm going to do some art with that. But I'm going to make a frame for it out of, instead of using sticks, I'm going to use cannabis stalk.
There are fireworks going over Scarborough.
Oh no!
Yep, down at the. I can see the flashes and hear them.
Does anybody else get itchy
from
Everybody
hemp?
does.
Yes,
everybody does.
Yeah.
Eventually, most people will develop an allergy to touching it.
Why?
I will put gloves on now that I've got it like this, because I've got to get into like the really small trimming.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm at the point where I have to wear gloves anytime to touch the plant until it's dried.
Really?
Yeah.
I know if I touch it when I go in and I like brush against the plant, if I'm if I'm watering this one, I can feel it. If it touches me, but this is different. Like I feel all itchy right now.
Hey Dale, I got my new light up yesterday.
Oh, did you? How's it working?
Awesome.
Good. Good to know.
It took me a while before I could see normal again after testing it, but yeah.
I know, eh?
Is it blue? One of those purple ones?
Yep.
Don't you
everything.
Need special...
It's everything. I've got the glasses. The glasses are sitting right there beside me, but
You don't remember to put them on.
well, they don't fit well over my glasses.
Oh.
So it's a matter of, do I want to see or do I want to see?
So they need to improve on those glasses to make them for people who have glasses.
I remember something
You
I
can get
need
them.
to talk about before I forget. Our old friend January Thomas is looking for Henry. Nobody can find him. And I've put posts out. She's put posts out. Somewhere in Seattle, he hasn't been seen since, I think, around the middle of November. And,
oh, shit.
Maybe the middle of December, sorry. But anyways, it's been a while since he's been seen, and they're looking for him. And Henry Hemp and January, they were at the beginning of this movement when I started. And January's a brilliant comedian, and I don't exactly know what Henry's doing these days, but I know that he was in Seattle, and they're looking for him. So if anybody...
Is this on your page?
Yeah, it's on my page. I put it on the 420 Radio group as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
Now I just got to find it.
Dale was saying something, and then he muted himself.
Yeah.
No. Did he? Okay.
Oh.
That might have been
that's
just
playback, I think.
Yeah, that was me scrolling through your page trying to find the You're always like, "Yeah, I shared the post." And I'm like, "I've gone back 10 hours and I still don't find it."
Dale
should have the video one on this marble game.
I'll send it to you, Mary Jane.
Yeah, if you send it in the group chat again. You look like you have a green mustache right now.
I do?
When you return
when you
sideways.
turn your head.
That's funny. Every time you look, you'll never see it. That's like the
While I was waiting for you guys to come in, I turned around really quickly, and there's a little bit of delay. Watch my video. Okay, you ready? It just cracked me up.
You know, the funny part is we don't see that, Al. Only you can.
I know. I know.
That's what kind of makes it funnier for the rest of us.
Happy New Year to you too, January. Yeah. So, what else is going on? We were talking about stuff that happened.
We were talking about something, but then you remembered something.
Yeah, we were talking about the year in review kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that was an hour ago.
Yeah, was it? Did we come up with anything good then?
No, we're not.
Do you guys have any resolutions this year? Do you do resolutions?
No.
No.
Why do a resolution just to feel bad that it failed come February, April?
See, and that's why we had this discussion, Timmy and I, and I'm like, if people make a resolution on a day that other people say, "Hey, you should make a resolution," chances are you didn't make it for yourself, and you'll probably end up failing.
Exactly.
My resolution is to just have a better year. That's all.
Good luck.
The only thing Let's start the year right, Marcel. Yeah, fuck you.
I'm sorry, but I am not very... the way this last year has ended, I'm not too optimistic that there's enough intelligence to get through the next one.
Yeah,
well, I got something for you. I actually did, I think, my first New Year's resolution in, I'm going to say my whole life, because I don't ever remember making one. And it was to try something new every day for the year of 2022. So I've got 366 things that I'll be doing next year that are all new to me every single day.
I saw that.
So what are you going to do? Have you got them already written out?
Are you going to take suggestions?
Have you got the list? Can I give you some?
I am taking suggestions. There is a Facebook group where I will be posting all of the progress.
You're going to get yourself into trouble.
Hey, you can suggest whatever you want.
No, I'll suggest things here. Thank you.
Tomorrow is trying Vegemite on toast.
Oh, God. Oh, you're going to do that kind of thing. Oh, I've got some for you.
Yeah, it could be food, it could be activities, it could be I was 23 or 24 when I jumped in my first pile of leaves, and I was 27 when I climbed my first tree.
I remember you saying
Ever been scuba diving?
She was a real virgin when we started. Like she didn't know anything.
Have you ever been scuba diving?
No.
I want to go scuba diving, but no.
How do you feel about sharks?
Well, I don't know. I like them as long as they stay over there.
Would you go scuba diving with sharks?
Would you go stick your hand in a shark tank?
So here's the thing. I'm game for anything like that if other people are going to pay for it. That, I probably wouldn't be able to.
Would you pat a shark that was swimming by you in a tank?
When I pat one, sure.
We did, didn't we?
I did in the ocean too.
No, but okay. Well, we did it at the.
What are
Ripley's.
fingers for anyway?
Yeah. I was watching. I watch all these different funny videos. So, anyways, they're out. They're doing some biological tests about sharks and stuff like that, and somebody threw something out and it didn't go where it was supposed to go, and then another girl's like, "I'll go get it," and goes out, and the great white starts swimming back towards her, and she jumps out of the boat, and he's like, "Rah!" It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh yeah,
I've been fishing enough to know that if you just lay there and play dead man's float, they ain't gonna touch you. They're gonna
you punch them in the nose and they'll go away.
They'll nudge you and go, "Oh, you're not food."
Punch them in the nose.
They don't nudge you. They bite you, taste you, and realize that you're not a seal.
Oh, here we go. More fireworks. Can you hear those
and then
ones?
They spit you out.
Well, on my list,
unless it's a tiger shark, then it just eats you because it don't care.
On my list that I've started, I've got hold a snake.
You've never held a snake?
I've never held a snake.
New Year's fireworks.
Treetop trekking, and I want to go in a cave.
You've never held a snake? Come to the farm. You can come in, and I've got snakes at the farm.
Frig you! I'm going to the Tyrannosaurus Pet's place, and I'm holding a pet snake. I'm not holding no damn wilds. My friend
They're
said that
fucking
about
gardener snakes. They don't bite.
No,
You've never been in a cave?
Hold a snake, it's gonna be a big fucking snake, okay? Not
Wait,
just
and
a little bitty garden snake.
I used to own a 6.5 foot
Actually,
boat
they're not that small, to be honest. Scared the shit out of the dog.
That's what I would hold.
They're nice snakes. And you've never been in a cave?
No, and I've never had sushi.
Ugh.
So, I get sushi like fucking probably once a week.
I don't like sushi at all. Don't like fish.
So basically, your list is everything I did as a teenager.
You know what's funny? On Facebook, I did in the Belleville group here in town. I was like, give me ideas, and one person gave me 7 ideas, and I've done all of them. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm not as sheltered as I thought, but I think what it's showing is everybody has a different level of sheltered.
There's caves near Hastings somewhere, and I can't remember where they are.
Oh yeah, Warsaw Caves.
Is that what it is?
Around here, yeah. I'm gonna eat crickets next year. I'm gonna try crickets.
Fuck, you can do that anytime. You can go to the grocery store and get crickets.
Yeah.
Health food stores sell them.
Well, okay, here's one for you. Have you ever tried tongue?
Yes.
I love
beef
tongue. Oh, with mustard on a rye bread. Oh, it's fucking awesome. Yeah,
no,
beef
but
tongue.
I like heart more than I like tongue.
Beef heart is amazing too. There's no fat at all, really.
So the thing with food, I have to be careful though because I have stomach sensitivities. This is also part of my. I want to
see
learn
what you can
what
eat
I
and
can
see
eat
what you
too,
can't.
right? Like I'm gonna eat Indian food for the first time ever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that can go on that list, but tomorrow is Vegemite. I know that Vegemite on toast.
Have you had matzah?
Are you doing these on video?
Yeah, I'm gonna video and put every single one up.
Oh, this will be fun.
Spend the year with MJ every day.
Well, no, I mean just with Vegemite, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
I'm gonna hate it and probably gag.
What is it?
It's gonna be hilarious.
It's a spread that they eat that's fermented.
Yeah, it's like yeast or something like.
Yeah, it's
gross. It comes in a squeeze tube.
Men in work used to sing about it.
It has its own unique, interesting flavor.
Yeah, the lady who gave it to me told me if I don't like it and I can't find anybody else to give it to, please bring it back.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, because it's that good and I'll eat it. I was like, okay.
Okay, so she's one of those ones that likes it, obviously.
Well, she's from Australia, so she's like, it's delicacy there.
But I've known Australians that don't like it either.
Oh yeah, no, she said you can bake with it. You can put it in your stews and your gravies and your soups and your, yeah. She was like
Yeah.
all for this stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna try like the very, very littlest bit because they say sparingly on toast.
Oh yes.
It's very sharp, right?
Try it on a cracker.
Yeah, no thanks.
Toast.
It's kind of like the flavor of mushrooms. Some people like them, some people don't.
No.
Do you know the one I'm really excited about? I gotta tell you while Timmy's not here. Throwing a pie in someone's face.
Oh, because now it's Timmy's face, obviously.
That's not gonna be. Well, it's gonna be more fun than the getting a pie in the face day.
But does it have to be Timmy?
Yeah, because the getting a pie in the face day will be Timmy's day to give me a pie.
Oh.
Yeah.
A pie in the eye?
Because
right in the kisser.
I would really love to see a video of Al getting a pie in the face.
Yeah. Somebody might get punched out if that happens.
Well, come on down this summer. We'll go out there and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, Al. Come on, take one for the team for the video.
Yeah, sure. I need to throw somebody in my pond.
Well, hey, have you been thrown into a pond?
Me? I've been thrown into water. Yes, but I've never jumped off of a bridge into water or jumped off a diving board.
Into
and
a
diving
pond
board
with
is
a
on my list.
layer of scum on it.
I have a great bridge to jump off of here in Nova Scotia that we jumped off of. You got to do it when the tide's up, or you're going to hit.
I think I know the one you're talking about near the old campsite. Is that the one you were talking about? No. Oh.
No. This is the Gloosclap Bridge.
Oh.
It goes over the Shubenacadie River.
The Shubenacadie River.
And I think it's like, low tide.
That's a handful to say.
40 or 50 foot drop. But you don't do it low tide because the water's only like a few inches deep. You wait for the tide to come in.
I think I'll try jumping off a diving board first.
How about jumping out of a plane?
I would probably do that if I could afford to do that. I would do it.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like I've had people.
Let's talk about that one because if I could find somebody to go with and they've got a big enough fucking tent for me, I would jump.
I had one lady offer to take me to have sushi because she's never had sushi. She said, "I would love to try sushi with you. My treat."
Okay, so are you afraid of sushi?
It's raw fish.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not all raw fish.
Steamed.
So if you get a California roll, it's crab meat, avocado, and cucumber.
That's raw. That's raw. I've only eaten tuna. Okay.
Crab meat
from a can
crab meat is not
with some mayo.
The crab meat isn't raw. The crab meat's cooked. It's imitation crab meat in most places.
I've never had it.
You've never had imitation crab?
If you want real sushi,
if it's
go
come
to a
from
Japanese
under the water,
restaurant.
the only thing I've ever eaten from the water is halibut and tuna. And I think I tried that seaweed once. Is that what that stuff is from Nova Scotia? That
kelp? No. Yeah. Oh, dulse.
Yes.
The purple stuff.
Yes, I tried that.
Really?
That was.
Do you know we use that more for a salt substitute than anything because it's salty.
Today you're seeing the many faces of Mary Jane.
There's going to be many faces this year.
We just grind it up and use it like salt.
Oh, I could see that.
Okay, so the imitation crab meat stuff is in the seafood section. It's all fully cooked, and that's what they make seafood salad out of. Huh. But they'll put that in sushi, call it a California roll, and it's probably the best starting point. Then after that, get into the tunas and stuff, which are raw.
Okay. Well, I plan on getting like a little one of those like platter things with a bunch of different things. I seen my friend eat one where, it looked like the fish was in like the shape of a flower, a rose, and like there was like stuff over here and a couple of rolls, and it looked awesome. But I was like, I don't think I'm going to try that yet.
So have you already picked a place where you're going to go?
Not like it's just on the list, sushi, but there's no like.
Well, I'll tell you how to pick the place. Go take a look at the place and watch it for a little while and see how much traffic's in and out.
Okay.
See how many people come out.
If there's not a lot of traffic,
holding their tongue.
Then your chance of it being fresh are less.
Mm.
Because it's been sitting there waiting for somebody to come and buy it.
Well, I was suggested the all-you-can-eat sushi place in the town next door.
That works.
So that should be fresh, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We have, I go either direction. We actually have one place here in town that has sushi that it's not bad. But then I've got one in Moncton and I've got one in Truro and I've got one in Halifax. So anywhere as I go, I can always find sushi.
Can you get donairs over here in Ontario?
There's a few places, but I don't know where.
There must be a few
never
Lebanese.
had one of those either.
Yeah.
Some of the Lebanese people up there might be doing it. You've never had a donair?
Isn't that a falafel?
No.
Is
No.
it the same
Falafel.
as shawarma?
No. Well, close to shawarma. But donairs came from here, and basically it was ground beef that's cooked as a great big gigantic meatloaf, put on a spit, and to left all of the fat drained from it. Then
and then they just
donair, pardon me, yeah, they just shave it off.
The donair is a chocolate-filled donut, but it's handmade.
No,
No?
a donair is donair meat, which is ground beef that's spiced up with onions, tomatoes, and donair sauce, which is a combination of garlic powder and sweetened condensed milk or evaporated milk.
So
or
what
something
am I
like that.
thinking of? That's got the chocolate filling. It's like
a beaver
donut.
tail?
No.
Like I've never had one of those either.
It's not. Okay, so have you
never
had
had a beaver tail?
Have you ever had baklava?
We can do this all night.
How about baklava? Baklava is
baklava.
I did try that this year.
Well, if you ever want it, go down to Country Style at Bathurst and Bloor. They have it there always.
No. My
Hungarian.
sister is married into an authentic family.
A
They made
Hungarian?
authentic baklava.
Yeah.
It was delicious. But I'm not a pistachio person, so I was like,
I love them.
Nuts.
Nuts. Go play with your nuts.
I like cashews.
I love nuts, period. I like there's a few I don't like.
Now.
What's that? I heard
I
that.
got a mouthful of cashews right now.
Really? I like, just in general, nuts are okay. There's a few that I don't like, though. Right? There are a few. How about head cheese?
Ooh, no.
No, I'm gonna try and stay away from dairy.
Two of my father's favorite things that I always used to bring him, but I could never be around when he was eating, was head cheese and blood pudding.
Yeah.
Lenny's not feeling well. He's with Darcy in his backyard. Look in the window there, Dale, and see if Darcy's in his backyard smoking a joint. Come on.
Lenny. Oh, and he says it's not COVID. That usually means it is now.
You've been not feeling well a lot lately there, sir.
Well, no, pretty soon we're going to be able to tell who's been vaccinated and who isn't. Because the vaccinated people have COVID and the unvaccinated will be going around, well, I'm all fine. I had it once.
I hear we're up to possibly 8 shots now.
I don't know, man.
Look.
Here
it comes.
Here he comes. Here he comes. Hello, Darcy.
Hello, Al.
What are you doing, buddy?
Well, I was sitting there rolling joints for the wife because we're in the intermission of watching movies.
Intermission. Dude, we've been talking about you for 40 minutes. You've been listening to us talk about you for 40 minutes now.
Well, actually, I haven't, but anyways.
What was the movie?
I was gonna say, how much have you heard, Darce?
What movie? We watching Queen Pins.
How is it?
Did you watch Don't Look Up yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, you should watch Don't Look Up, but
there's a lot of mixed feelings on that one there, buddy.
Some people are pissed off about it. Some people like it.
I'm not a Seth fan.
It's a good representation.
Not Seth Rogen. Who is that? That's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. He's okay. The other one there that plays the son.
A little bit.
Oh,
Jonas Hill.
I'm not a big Jonas Hill fan at all, really. So
I like him. He played that part good.
That's really the only part that I didn't like.
The problem that people have with is it's too realistic.
It's also too much tongue in cheek.
Yeah, there's a lot of
there's
a lot of humor that you got to pay attention.
There's a lot of facts in there too. I mean, like people need to realize that we really do have a comet coming directly to us. Will it hit us in our lifetime?
Why do you think NASA shot off a rocket to see if it could
push it,
comet off course?
And this isn't the one that they've sent it up to do, and it's going to be televised. Isn't the one that they're worried about? No,
that one, the one that they're going to bounce or try and bounce, isn't going to come anywhere near close to us. That's why they're going to practice on this one.
Yeah.
The problem is what if the one that's coming towards us is 10 times the size?
Or they bounce this one towards us.
Okay.
Oops.
Well, it's a matter of changing the trajectory, right? Like they're not going to blow it up like in Armageddon. Close, but I don't think they're going to give it a bump is what they do. They're sending whatever the apparatus is, the rocket, into it. So it's not like it's a missile that's going to hit it and blow it up. I think that would create more issues in reality.
Well, maybe that's what Starlink actually is. It's like all those satellites are just like a barrier, so that way if something comes in, it's going to hit the satellites, and maybe it'll. Just
I don't know. I know that it ain't for my satellite internet yet, so I know that I don't know when it was, but China is actually trying to go after Starlink because they had to reroute some of their space center out of the trajectory of the trains that were circling the Earth, right? They had to move their space center out of the way, basically, and they're pissed off at Elon now.
Well, I'm curious as to when people are going to start talking about the fact that the government admitted that there are UFOs.
Did you watch the thing? There's a thing on. There's a new show about it. It's all declassified UFO stuff.
Oh, good. Because I'm like, when are people going to start talking about this? Everyone's still on COVID. Yeah, okay, COVID's been here for 2 years. They've admitted about aliens. Come on.
But wait, don't you think that there might be a reason why they would keep going on about COVID and not the aliens?
They have released information that they have started a new group or foundation or whatever that's specifically for exploring UFOs and contact. So they're putting in place some kind of a MIB kind of.
That's funny.
Situation,
I actually
right?
went to one of those meetings. Timmy and I did, like back in 2019, and you have to pay to be a member, and each member then would get
a badge.
Like you get jobs that you have to do. Like if there's a report of something, you
in
have to
your
go check it
area,
out. If you're the closest person, and basically, like you're saying, like MIB shit.
Yeah, cool.
But in Canada, we've known this for years because General Hillier told everybody for years. Who just bounced off?
I don't know who that
I feel like
was.
touching that shark.
Isn't he cute? It's my buddy Ralph.
There's a little fishy underneath.
I'll get up to leave earlier and the shark ate him. So, Darcy.
Yes, sir.
What's the next show you're going to watch? Same one?
No, he's going to do.
Actually, I'm watching Empire.
He's going to call into another podcast that he does every week.
Actually, you know what? I never gave it a chance until the other night. I ate 2 gummies and sat down and watched them with it. I really fucking like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that all the time.
Don't mess with fucking cookie.
Ozark starts again on 21st. I believe they loaded up the next season. I'm looking forward to that.
I couldn't watch Ozark after 3 or 4 episodes.
Oh, dude, no, you need to get through it and watch it because have you seen it, Mary Jane?
I don't like him.
Yeah.
That's
really?
I don't like him.
Darcy, have you seen it? Dale?
Yeah, my wife watches it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched every episode twice.
I love Jason Bateman shows, but it's too dark for me.
It's
I've
fucking
never found
amazing,
it.
and I can't wait to find out what happens because the last show of the last season was just like, you knew it was coming, but it was like, you see it happening, right?
Well, we watched the new Dexter. I like that.
Yeah,
we finished that one.
Yeah, we
this
were talking
afternoon.
about that. Yeah.
And then we started watching Yellow Jackets, which.
What about Yellowknife?
Fucked up.
Yeah, you ever watch
Yellowstone? You mean now?
Yellowstone? Yeah, I enjoy that.
Oh, I haven't looked at. I don't know what channel is it on.
It's on.
I think it's on Netflix or
It's
Prime.
CW, I think, right?
The Paramount channel, Marcel, on your bell.
Oh, is it Paramount?
Yeah.
Well, no, I can get Paramount, but you got to pay for Paramount.
It's like watching a Kevin Costner movie every week. It's that well done. It's that it's just like, and it's
some people would have a hard time with that.
Now,
a lot of people
just explain why I don't like the show
fans
Yellowstone.
of Kevin Costner, right?
Let me also throw in that our very own Hugh Dillon from the Headstones here out of Kingston, Ontario, is in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's also in the Mayor of Kingston, which I've gotten 2 episodes into. Have you seen that yet, Mary Jane? No.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's the Mayor of Kingston, and Hugh Dillon's in it, and a couple of other Canadians. That's what I said, Kingston.
No.
Oh, it's Kingstown. Yes. Yeah. And it's kind of like. Did you ever see Bad Boys, or not Bad Boys? What was the one with? Bad Blood with buddy that was in SOA. Yeah. Have another DVD.
The big guy?
No, the Canadian guy. Not Ron Perlman. Cat.
I like Ron Perlman.
Kim Coates. Kim Coates is in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy Kim Coates. He's a really good actor. Yep. I also enjoy Colin Feore. He's an amazing actor as well. So is Hugh Dillon, actually. When I met Hugh Dillon, like 20 years ago, he had just done, what was the one there that he did, Hardcore Logo. And people were waiting for him to become a big breakthrough actor back then. So it's nice to see that it's happening. I didn't even say hi to him when we were at that thing, Mary Jane.
Yeah, I just took a bunch of photos. I was in heaven.
Oh God!
I could do that for a living.
That was like having a party with the Headstones and maybe 100 people. Right? Yeah, that was it was so fun because he didn't want to stay up on the stage. There was a small crowd, and he wanted to be with us. I think 2 or 3 of the guys came out at one point, the guitar players, and
they pulled somebody up on stage too.
Yeah, and he scared the shit out of Al. Remember?
Are you kidding? He took my camera. He took my camera, and I wished I had it on record. I was taking photos. He took my camera and went and whatever, and showed the audience. I got my camera back. The fucking, I don't know what he had on his hands, but my lens wouldn't go out and in anymore. I had to buy a new fucking camera lens, and I was like,
well, they're still one of my favorite bands.
The photos I got from that night are worth every fucking penny I spent on a new camera.
I actually was going through a bunch of stuff that I had on a camera, and I found a whole bunch of pictures from that weekend, actually. Yeah.
Oh, I just want to give a special shout out while I'm thinking about it to Scott from Dollar Tree, who let me in at 3 minutes past when they locked the door, so he would sell me scissors, because I told him, and this is what got me in, dude, really, I need to trim tonight and I've got no scissors. Can you please, I'll go straight to the cash and you can grab the scissors. So,
and he smiled and let you in.
Thank you, Scott. I might even show up with a little bit of this for you.
Okay, I got some news to talk about because I want to know what in the hell's going on in Ontario.
All right.
What? We'll see if we can answer
We'll see.
you.
We'll see. Yeah, yeah,
Trenton, Ontario, on Boxing Day.
yeah.
4 guys go into a property and steal 2 tractor trailers.
Ah, jeez.
Well, two trucks, and then they go over and hook onto 2 trailers that are each carrying 200,000 pounds of butter.
Oh yeah, I heard about what did they know that it had butter?
Butter prices have gone up. That's why they did it.
Are you serious?
Probably.
At
A
400.
pound of butter down here cost you about $6-7.
Yeah, anywhere from $4 to $8 for a pound of butter here.
$5 to $8 here. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
a 400. They say 400,000 kilograms of butter, and that it had a street value or a retail value of roughly $200,000. That must
I
have
should
been
have put
some
that
shitty butter.
background on while we were talking about movies. Anyway.
Who the fuck is buying butter off the gray market or black market? And what, you just rolling up to the back of some guy's truck? Hey man, I got a shit ton of butter for you.
That's actually somebody tweeted that out. Please call the OPP immediately if you're approached by someone who says, "Psst, you want to buy some butter? I got
Right?
unsalted."
Like,
Salted or unsalted. But to claim that it's only worth $200,000, that sounds like some pretty for 4,000 kilograms of butter.
Marcel, it's great value.
that's funny.
It's Walmart's butter.
That should show us how much they're overcharging us for butter.
Okay, so if you have 400,000 kilos,
It's pretty slippery,
so that's
if you ask me.
850,000 pounds of butter. How many ounces of pot would you need?
Double it.
I didn't even hear what you said. Sorry.
You're talking math. I don't get it.
Well, how many ounces do you use in a pound of butter? 1?
2.
2 ounces?
Well, it depends on
What's
what you're
how
making.
many cups is a pound of butter?
Ounces of what?
2.
2 cups of butter? I use 28 grams.
So an ounce.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 ounce per pound of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a lot
about
of
what
pot.
I do. Yeah.
That's still a lot of pot for 850,000 pounds.
You could do 14 grams, do half an ounce, but that just makes your butter weaker.
Yeah. I would make my butter that way anyways.
I make it 28 grams, and all my friends say that fucking my bakables will put anybody on their ass. So it tells me that everybody else is putting 14.
Not everybody.
Because
what do you use, Al, if you're making in your magic butter machine? How much would you use for a pound of butter?
An ounce. But it would be if it was bud, like really good bud, an ounce, maybe a half an ounce. But I will, if it's just shaken stuff, then probably close to 2 ounces. It depends on what you're using, right?
really, you put 2 ounces in magic
Not
butter
in the
machine?
magic butter machine, no. But I mean,
Okay,
it
I
would
was gonna say that's a lot. I can only ever put
on
an ounce.
it would depend on. You can only do 5 cups, which is not a lot, right? Like full, you can have up to the line is 5 cups, right? Or is it 5 or 5 liters?
I only ever throw a stick of butter, like the 2 cups.
Generally, if it's shake, I'll use an ounce. If it's bud, whatever I feel like, really, But it's usually mixed. I'll use.
And this is why you have to go slow and start low when it comes to your own edibles, because you're changing the concentration and you're not using the same amount all the time.
And for me, when I make cookies, any edibles, it's for me. I'm not. Unless somebody comes over and can I have one of those, I'm not typically even sharing, so I'm not worried about how somebody else's feels.
How strong it is. Yeah,
right?
Most of the time when I bake for other people, depending on who it is, I'll just cut the butter in half. I'll use half regular butter and half my butter.
Well,
it makes pretty good peanut butter cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh, you
butter.
tried those?
Yeah, I ate them horse tranquilizers.
Right on.
If I can get a cookie where I have 2 or 3 of them and it takes the pain away and makes me want to go have a nap, then I've done what I need it to do.
Well, you definitely want to sleep.
Yeah. That's the main reason. Like, I mean, it's either, and edibles are better for that because, you know, sometimes you got to sit yourself down depending on what you got and smoke yourself silly before you know.
Yep. Any cahoodle, Al? I just wanted to say Happy New Year to you because I'm going to finish my movie with my wife.
What did you just say? Any cahoodle?
Any cahoodles, yeah.
Oh.
Anywho.
Yeah, that's what we say here in Ontario.
Yeah, so we are having a show next week, so I'll be back.
We are.
And with a grow segment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
New grow for 2022.
A new grow.
I'm getting ready to start training some plants, so I figured that'd be a good place to start.
Training them?
Yeah.
Different
styles.
How did your weird plant? And you can answer after he leaves, but I want to know how your weird plant did, and yours too, Darcy. You had one too.
I didn't smoke any of it yet, Al. It's there, but I didn't smoke any of it yet.
It's been trimmed in that?
No, it's still got quick trim, but it's all vacuum sealed in a bag.
Oh, okay.
God love somebody for giving me a vacuum sealer.
Huh. Well, you have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy your movie.
I sure will, guys, and I'll see you next week.
Later, buddy.
Happy New Year, Darsh.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Say hi to Carla.
I will.
Oh.
Good night. Goodbye. Oh.
Yep, and you guys got to sit here for another 4 hours with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be asleep far before fucking midnight, I assure you.
I'm actually going to start checking in with some of my Australian friends and find out if 2022 is actually better than 2021 yet.
Yeah. Ask. Was it Ken? Ken there is in Australia, isn't he?
Yeah, Ramona.
Well, you can let them know I'm going to start the year off by trying some Vegemite.
Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah.
We should listen to
Actually,
that
I don't even
song.
know if she'll eat Vegemite. She's a transplant from Newfoundland. So chances are pretty good. They've got another one too, though.
Nobody's made our phone ring today. It's very depressing. You know,
Cowards.
Here's the thing, okay? I get so many people on Twitter, oh, I should call in. I would love to call in. I'd love to come on your show. And well, at
Marmite.
Lifestyle Radio
Marmite's the other one they have.
On Skype.
What's that?
Marmite and Vegemite.
Is that like a cheese and a cracker?
The flavor of both spreads can be summed up in 2 words, strong and salty. And there's a slight difference in taste. Vegemite is more intensely gobsmacking than Marmite, which has a milder flavor and even a slight sweetness compared to the meatier Aussie cousin.
Gobsmacking.
Gobsmacking. It's a gobsmacking flavor.
And Mary Jane.
What are gobs? Lips?
It's healthy for you, though.
Head cheese
Vegemite
is not a
contains
cheese,
more
by the way.
vitamins, B1, B2, and B9 than Marmite.
Marmite.
But less B3,
I've never heard
B12.
of that. I've heard of Vegemite, but that's it. Are they? Is it plants or no? I thought Vegemite was a plant.
I thought it was yeast.
I don't know.
Like
Oh, yeah, it is yeast. The Marmite is.
Ken wouldn't know because he's from Canada. He's not a native Australian.
Marmite is actually banned in some communities of Australia. And it's because it's being used to make alcohol.
Oh. It's like the potato.
Because
the potato.
it's yeast.
Yeah, potato.
Right? It says the yeast-based product is contributing to antisocial behavior in some remote communities.
Because people are getting drunk? I thought alcohol was social. Or is it the making of alcohol that's antisocial?
No, the making of alcohol is actually pretty social. You'd be surprised how many friends you actually find out you have.
I mean, because you're in your basement, right? Like making the...
I hope not.
Most people make their stuff outside there, darling.
Yeah, I really hope they don't make it in their basement.
Oh, good. Well, see, that's how often I've made alcohol.
We have a friend.
So
we
Marmite
could have
is
on now
British.
and then to talk about
Vegemite
that,
is.
what happens with that.
All right. I've had enough British food to know that I'm not even going to try Marmite.
Yeah.
And if Marmite is even worse than Vegemite, then I can guarantee I'm not eating Vegemite.
Welcome to the Vegemite Marlite Hour.
Wait,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even try Vegemite? Oh no.
No.
No, I'm not into those funky tastes. I'm not a fan of truffles.
I've not tried truffles, but I hear they're very good. I'm sure I have in a restaurant.
Talking about like chocolate?
No.
No, chocolate, I eat
Truffle.
chocolate. I mean real truffles, like white and black truffles.
Yeah.
I have the truffle oil
The
that
stuff
I use.
that pigs
but
find.
I have to use it so sparingly because it's such a
I only know about chocolate truffles.
It's the umami flavor. That
They are a mushroom, I believe. Truffles are a mushroom that grow
underground
in the soil around pine trees, and they use
oak trees.
Is it oak trees? They use pigs to dig them up because they don't eat them. They'll just dig them up. And do they eat
They'll
them
eat
too?
them.
Do they? Oh,
Yeah, and they'll also use dogs.
do they use dogs as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can go there's parts in Ontario that you can go truffle hunting, and it's like almost like a cult.
They're
following.
very rare and sometimes very expensive, depending on where they're found.
Yeah, I mean, some truffles can be massive and weigh pounds and be worth thousands of dollars.
I need to go truffle hunting.
Not to me. I would sell every one that I found. I'm not that much of a fan. I've had.
Yeah, but that's the point. If they're going for that much money, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to remind everybody at 11:59:59, shut off your computer real quickly so that nothing gets damaged. Okay.
No. Between now and that time, somebody better be yelling out Jumanji so we get this fucking game over.
But did you complete all the tasks?
No.
I survived.
Oh, I have more weed left.
This whole year's been like Squid Game.
I've not seen that. I tried watching Cowboy Boop.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that one.
No.
But I did watch Squid Game. I watched it when it first came out. I found it to be highly interesting and enlightening on a human introspective.
Did you watch that True Life one that I suggested you watch with Kevin Hart?
Oh, yeah.
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 Did you like it?
Yeah. No.
No.
I think Kevin Hart should not try to do dramatic roles. I think he should stick to his comedic roles.
Really? I thought he was really good at it. I thought he did a really good job.
No,
is that the one where he's a live-in caretaker for the rich guy?
No, this is the rich guy whose brother comes to town and fucks his life up big time. He's a big celebrity, as big as Kevin. He's basically playing himself, but as the character.
Basically trying to make it look like it's his life story.
But apparently it is based on somebody's truth somewhere along the line. Don't know if it's his or who it is, but apparently it's based loosely on a true story.
No, I like Kevin Hart as a comedian, as a serious
I thought it was really well done.
No,
2 thumbs up.
It's hard to do that jump, and I don't think he's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's trying to pull a Will Smith. Will Smith can do that.
There will be another season. And speaking of Will Smith, he's got a show that he's doing for Disney. I can't remember that. Home, I think it's called, where he's got
Earth or something.
Yeah,
he's narrating. Yeah,
yeah. No, he's actually going out and going to like volcanoes and into the bush and into the.
Zac Efron already did that.
Yeah, but that was good as well. I enjoyed.
I like Zac
well.
Efron when he did it. I'll watch this one.
I like Will Smith, but when he laughs, he bothers me.
Yeah, if Kevin's new season comes out, I'll watch that too. And hopefully I'll see him get better in that dramatic side. The problem is he's done so much comedy that I have a hard time watching it because I'm waiting for the punchline.
Okay, see, now I don't find his comedy funny.
Oh, I like Kevin Hart's comedy.
I don't find him or Chris Rock. I don't find him funny. Dane Cook. No.
You don't find Dane Cook funny?
No. You know who I find funny? Timmy Boyle.
Phyllis
Timmy
Diller.
fucking Boyle.
I've never heard Timmy Boyle, so.
That's funny. He did this really good, awesome show. Well, it's 2 shows. He did 2 shows in 2 countries in one night.
So, like Windsor and Detroit?
I don't even know. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Yeah, but getting across the border, that was fun.
Or Seattle and Vancouver.
What did he say? Did you go with him?
Did I go with him?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No.
I'm curious to ask him what he said.
What's that? About what?
When he got to the border, what did he say he was going for? I'm going to do a comedy show.
Thing. So, as soon as you say you're a comedian, they think like, oh, you're a big deal. And then when he says, yeah, I do church in, I do comedy in churches, then they like wonder if it's real. And then they look at him and realize it's real and figure, well, you can't be making that much money. Go. So he gets across the border really easy. He gets across the border so easy that when we flew to LA, I actually had a pack of Shatterizer, atomizers, and all of them were full of shatter. And it was in my purse, and I didn't even notice. But that's how they just pushed us both through.
Nice.
Needless to say, I didn't know I had them, so I didn't have my Shatterizer, so they were useless to me, and I ended up leaving them there.
So you're saying that I should look at becoming a Christian community or a comedian? Because
absolutely, yeah. And
so
Timmy,
what's the rules?
Well, Timmy's doing this thing right now where he's actually Hillary's here. Hey, Hillary. Yeah, so he's doing a thing where you can actually like train to be a comedian. He'll like teach you.
Oh, I'm already funny as shit. I just want to know what's the rules with this Christian comedy shit.
Am
I allowed to swear?
No, that's a no. So it's basically like corporate comedy, only like cleaner, even cleaner than corporate. Corporate, you can get away with like fart jokes. Well, maybe not. But yeah,
take my wife, please.
You obviously haven't seen me be a comedian around corporate people, have you?
Well, that's what I mean. You can't do that in a church.
I can picture Timmy up on stage doing Henny Youngman jokes. Not Dangerfield.
Yeah.
He has this Christmas show that he does where he teaches the younger audience about the 1980s, which he says is the best decade that ever was.
Who?
Timmy.
What?
Yeah, and then he explains why the 1980s is the best decade. And he sings a whole song about it. It's actually called Santa, Please Bring Back the 80s. So he says it's a love ballad to Santa.
Yeah. Because we would really love to have disco back.
Disco?
I wouldn't mind disco. Yeah. I like disco. I wouldn't mind having some disco.
I want the roller
that
rink.
Whole phase.
I prefer old rock, classic rock, reggae, but there are some the odd new band comes along. Disco Duck. Quack, quack. I was Rick Dees.
Yeah, I want the 90s back. Honestly.
No, I would like the 70s back. That's what I would like.
Yeah, if I had to say, I'd want the 70s back.
It'd be like 70s.
Way more fun.
I wouldn't be here.
Well,
way more fun.
We'll see you when we get there. Again.
Yeah, it's true. Everything comes back around. Styles, music.
Yep. Oh yeah, I saw a kid the other day wearing bell bottoms. Yeah. I had those. You got the platform boots too, and she did.
Yeah. Well, how else are you going to keep your pants dry?
Well, yeah. But no, because the pants still drug on the ground and covered your boots. Keep your boots clean.
Yep.
Yeah, I miss the 70s.
I
don't remember a lot of it, but it was fun.
Yeah, I truly miss the 70s. Truly, because I grew up in Yorkville in the 70s. That's where I spent my teen years, and I was like, yeah, the 70s.
I did. My 70s were spent half in the city and half in the country.
What city?
Dartmouth.
Okay. See, I was all in Toronto. I mean, we went away.
No, I was in the north end of Dartmouth. And
we went away for Christmas vacation. We usually drove down to Florida or flew down to Myrtle Beach or something. But in the summers, we went to camp until we were 16, and then we did our own thing. We created our own camp. Driver's license, get it? Yeah, booze runs up to Caledon.
I grew up in the north end of Dartmouth, and it was such a lovely place that you either had to learn how to run or learn how to fight, and I was too fat to run.
I grew up in Toronto being chased by the cops.
Yeah. So my parents moved us out of the city and into the country to basically keep me from being killed or thrown in jail.
Mm-hmm. My buddy, I won't say his name, but my buddy made the newspapers. He took the police on a 3-hour chase through the basically the University of Toronto, annex area, up and down one-way streets the wrong way. It took out like 50 cars. He always had a thing for Smokey and the Bandit. He got a little bit too drunk and wanted to see if he could actually pull it off. No, he didn't.
Do you know, we were back in the 70s and the 80s, drinking and driving was a very common thing.
But and they still, in new movies, they still promote it. You still see people get into a fucking car. But now, go ahead and finish your story.
I'm talking about 70s and 80s.
Yep.
People used to drive around drinking beer and throwing their empties out the windows. And we went for a long space of never seeing beer bottles on the sides of the roads here until this year. And we've seen about half a dozen times we've seen beer bottles or cans on the side of the road. So, yeah, maybe we are going back to the 70s.
Just in my little stretch of the highway there in front of the farm, I see beer bottles and cans, usually cans up there, I must say, being thrown.
Has it always been that way? Or
I don't know. I know that when I was a youngster, my dad and I used to go to the park and pick up beer cans and beer bottles from the kids drinking in the park the night before. We always returned ours, but we used to make a pretty dime, my dad and I,
Yeah.
Now, did you happen to watch the Cheetah commercial? Anyone?
Cheetah commercial?
Yeah. No. Okay, I got to find it. So you guys talk about something.
Cheetah commercial?
Yeah, it's
like a cat.
Don't drug and drive commercial.
I saw a still shot of it. I didn't see the.
Don't drink and drive.
It's don't smoke and drive. They're doing a campaign, and I'm trying to find it. Just give me a second here. Where are we here? We're 12 hours. It was a couple of days ago, wasn't it, Dale?
Well, apparently, Timmy said he went through 2 ride programs in the last couple days, and one officer asked him if he had any alcohol. The other one asked if he had been consuming any alcohol or cannabis. And I said to Timmy, why don't they just say, have you had any drugs or alcohol? He's like, oh, so I could say, no cannabis or alcohol, but I have had some cocaine.
Yeah. Coke's fine. They did. I'm not lying to you, officer. Well, your eyes look awful glassy. Yeah, but I've admitted I haven't had any cannabis or alcohol.
Okay, I want to play this because it's so stupid what they've done. But I'm gonna post. I'm gonna just give me a second because I gotta.
Are you gonna share it?
I'm gonna share it here. Yeah, I just have to get it loaded and stuff. Right.
Al's gonna share his screen.
We're gonna pause that. Probably gonna get in trouble or something from Facebooky.
Probably
that's
not.
Okay.
Not if it's a commercial.
It is a commercial, but it is.
Well, somebody's making money every time it's viewed.
I guess so. It's a Tanzanian cheetah. Anyways, okay, so I got to go here, and I've got that open and ready to go, and then I go share my screen, share my screen. There we go. I've got it. And we'll make that big. And can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The Tanzanian cheetah can run upwards of 80 miles per hour. Relying on keen eyesight, the cheetah hunts during the day. Here we see a cheetah driving down the desert road smoking a joint. What have I done? Now he's getting a DUI from the cheetah police, which means he'll have to go to cheetah court, pay up to 10,000 cheetah dollars, and probably end up in cheetah jail. Don't be like the Tanzanian cheetah.
Okay.
Why did I think that was funny and cute? I think they failed on that.
I think that was the stupidest fucking thing ever.
I thought that was funny and
makes
cute.
no fucking sense to me. Sorry, makes no fucking sense to me.
They put him in jail for smoking a joint.
Yep.
And what would they give him if he was drinking a beer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gotten very foggy here in Toronto.
Kind of looked like the was that the Marlboro Camel, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
That's what he put me in mind of.
He's a cheetah. Don't cheetah yourself. Puff cheetah. I saw somebody who is an influencer for a long time. I don't like that word, but it's the only word I can come up with. Said that he doesn't get why people smoke pot on podcasts, on video podcasts. He doesn't get that, the reasoning behind it. It's like if you were a cigarette smoker and you were having a conversation with somebody, would you not want to have a cigarette if you could? You can't anymore in a studio.
I do.
Well,
I would.
You do, but I'm at home as well, right? Like if I let people smoke in my apartment. I have an ashtray for cigarettes, right? I don't like mixing my roaches with tobacco.
I feel like there's a difference, though. There's a difference between how, we consume, like I smoke a joint while on air.
Yep.
But we're not sitting here overabundantly smoking massive big slabs and, like trying to outsmoke each other. That's a different type of show. I don't really like those.
Yeah.
That'll be next year.
If you want to do one of those shows, it wouldn't be very fun because I normally smoke about 6 joints during the show.
Well, I was going to say, I usually have 3 or 4 anyways, depending on what I've got and the conversation, or I have my shadowized.
The reality is it's medicine. And
for us.
you need to medicate during the show.
I don't do the Snoop Dogg of light a big honking joint and watch half of it burn away because while I'm talking, holding this thing like a big cigar. I mean, that's great for him, and it's what he does. That's all fine and good. But to me, it's still a medicine, and that's an awful waste.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the people that are doing those big ass dabs just to see, I can down a 7-gram dab or whatever.
I used to see the kids doing it at the lounge every day, and I was like, you know what? You're going to take a fucking $30 gram that you just paid for, and you're going to stick it in one fucking shot, and you're only going to get maybe 2% of it. Because the rest is a big fucking smoke ball, and that's what you really want. You just want to make a $30 ball of smoke. It's stupid.
Well, if you're tolerant high, then you need to change something. There's no reason why you're tolerant.
You need to go to rehab if that's what's going on.
No, you need to detox for a little bit.
Oh,
Take a day or two, and just nothing.
I can't even do dabs.
Do a 1 gram dab. Or even a half-gram dab. But somebody does a 1 gram dab, I look at it as being 100 doses for a medical patient.
I will admit that I enjoy taking a half a gram or so and spreading it on a piece of candy or even squiddling around in a really hot tea and stuff like that. I like to do that.
That's a little different. You're eating it.
That's right. Yeah.
You're not sending it up in a big cloud of smoke.
No, I do put it on. I put it on a rollie, like you do. Right?
Yeah.
I like my rollies in the morning. I really enjoy. What I also really enjoy is roaches. I love roaches.
See, I had no, man.
What do you do? What do you do with your roach?
It.
What do you do with your? Give them to the kids?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I don't have any roaches.
So you smoke. What do you do with your roaches?
Them down.
Right down.
I smoke them down
because you've got a tip.
It's just paper and throw it.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to.
I smoke my roaches at bedtime.
I wouldn't want to smoke his roaches anyways because they've got tobacco in it.
Yeah.
No, I smoke mine before bed. The last 2 joints are my daytime, my daytime joints.
You almost poked yourself in the fucking eye there, lady. Good thing you're wearing glasses.
I got protection.
Yeah, no,
Well, I hope so.
These.
I won't. I'd like people that light a joint and take a couple puffs, put it out, and relight it again. I can't do that.
That's what I do usually.
Yeah, no, I can't. Once it's been lit, once it stays lit till it's gone.
Or else it gets that shitty taste.
I find myself. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a big fan of pot taste to begin with.
I like
I'm
a
even
freshie.
less fan of burnt pot taste.
I like a freshie too, but you know what? I like to have a little, put it out, have a little, put it out.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Every time you put it out, it gets yucky.
Well, I like roaches too. I just said that, didn't I?
No, I just smoke it till it's like this much, and then I save that till the end of the day.
But
and roll up a bunch of
we
those.
used to save all the roaches. We used to save all the
roaches.
roaches.
Kind of coach lock you or make you tired and sleepy.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah,
I
that's why I smoke
likely
them.
a lot of the THC got converted to CBN in the amount of times you lit that joint.
And usually they're pretty dry by then, so yeah, they've already degraded to that. So yes, but that's why
nighttime joint.
It's a nighttime joint usually. But
I mean,
if it's all you got,
at that time of day, I've smoked so much that really I don't care if it's a nasty tasting bedtime joint. You know.
I'm not looking for flavor. I'm looking for knock me out, please.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that I'm trying to stay up later. Right.
Wait.
Somebody fart?
I just watched her wipe a whole bunch of hash away and then onto her clothes.
No, it's all here. Look.
So what are you wiping on your clothes?
This stuff.
The rest of the hash.
No, the loose leaf.
The leaf.
Yucky.
That's called trim.
Ew, leaf. Ew.
You use that. It's just as good, if not as good as everything else.
It's all in here.
Okay.
But if it hits the table, it's no good now.
You should look at a trim bin. Have you ever seen a trim bin?
I've heard of them.
Yes. I actually realized, like I said, I had to go bust down the dollar store at like almost close because I realized I didn't have the stuff I needed.
Oh, yeah. I like trim bin because it's comfortable. You can sit on your lap. Your arms can fit into it nice. And then it's got 2 trays. The top tray where you do all your trimming has a screen mesh.
Shifter.
Yeah. So if you're dry, I wet trim, so it's useless for me for that. But if you're dry trimming, there's a great pile of hash underneath after you've done a few pounds.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Is it break time? No break.
No, it's the pause that refreshes. He forgot.
So this is what I got.
Because he got high. Cool. Off of one plant?
One.
That's a blueberry headband?
And this.
The blueberry headband.
That's the trim.
Yeah.
But these are like the small, but like.
So what are you going to do with that?
I'm going to smoke it. Well, I'm going to cure it.
You smoke your trim?
The trim? No,
Yeah.
I'm going to turn that into oil.
Oh, yeah?
Grapeseed, most likely.
What do you run for a light, Mary Jane?
I use a 315 LEC.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had the same one since I got my tent when I was working at BMA. The same bulb. So that should tell you how long those fuckers last.
Who?
It's a CMH?
The CMH.
Who are you referring to?
The bulb.
The bulb? Were you?
Yeah.
Never
That's
mind.
actually
I'm
your
joking,
light's
Mary
probably degraded over that time, and
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
But if it's still producing, go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
But if you replace the bulb, usually after a year or two, you'll see an increase in your production because you'll have more light.
Flowers will love it.
Well, it's been, what's it been, like 3 years? 4 years? 3.5?
Hold on. I've been here.
When did you move?
I've been here for 3 years and 6 months at Mum's.
Yeah.
Almost 4 years.
Yeah, that's a long time to have one light bulb.
Yeah.
And I have two. I have a grow and a flower, and both I bought the same day.
Yeah.
And they're both still working.
I've only replaced. Actually, I replaced one of each for my metal halide and my I've only replaced one of each in the last 5 years, but now I've switched over to this LED light, and I'll see what it does.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you think of that myself.
I'm already, all I've got left is trim and ice cream cake, because that was the one I had the most of.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, but I mean, like I said at the beginning, it'll get me through to Christmas, and hello, it did.
Hey, it made it.
It made it. Yep.
So next year we'll just get you to set up a little better system, and
next year there's going to be a few different things going on. So.
I'm thinking this spring of making a bigger compound, make some bigger plants. I get limited. My plants are probably averaging about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds dry outdoors.
I figure
and I want to go a little bigger because I know I can
I
get more if I have more space.
I put away maybe just over 2, and then maybe equivalent to half that. Well, maybe even that much trim as well.
Yeah.
Right. And then the big leaf I just threw out, and the twigs and stuff like that. Although some people were telling me to use it, so grind it up and make. I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's a lot of what do you call it in there? The green shit.
Chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Oh, yum.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Nothing like the disgusting taste of chlorophyll that hits your gag reflex. It makes everything want to come back up.
But I did. What did I do? I did 8, and I got just over 2 pounds. When I put it away to cure.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Especially on your first grow.
I got a lot of good teachers.
Yeah. No, I want to make my compound a little bigger, go a few bigger pots, maybe go a few extra plants.
So more fence?
Yeah.
Bigger dog?
But I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it. I'm going to cut out all my blackberries.
I saw a picture of your dog the other day. My God, she's fucking huge now. I remember when you got her.
Awesome.
She's my baby. I can't believe that she drove home on the palm of my hand.
She was so small when you got her. I remember when you brought her home. I remember when you brought her home.
I could hold the whole dog in my hand, and now I can't even hold her head.
I've never had that experience of the puppy. I got Buster when he was 2. I got Bo when he was 11. I got Rosa when she was 1.5 years, 2. I mean, but she's 8 this year, right? Now she's turning into a fucking all the time now.
I see Sadie starting to get a little gray around the lips.
Yeah, Rosa is. She's starting to go a little bit gray. She's got her boobs. Her boobs just sit on the floor now.
Well,
I'm waiting for my nuts to do the same thing.
Yeah, but Sadie only turns 3 in April.
Yeah, she's just a pup still. Yeah, she's just a pup. Yeah. She's still growing.
Yeah, but they only live 8 years or so.
No.
Yeah, I lost my mastiff at 9 or 10 years.
The larger the dog, the shorter the lifespan.
Well, no, yeah, I don't know about that, bud, because you know how big Buster was. Okay, he was a fucking tank, and he was 18, because I had him.
Oh, you can get them. The odd one will live much longer.
I attribute it to cannabis. You know that. So.
Yeah, it's rare for them to live much past 8 to 10 years
12, 13,
when they're bull
yeah.
mastiffs.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Like Bo was 16. And he was an Aussie, a purebred Aussie shepherd, and that's a long time for an Australian shepherd to go, right? But if you get a healthy dog, it doesn't matter.
Can you hear the dog?
Your dog?
Yeah.
No, I hear traffic.
Just hang on. Let me see if I can move closer.
I'm listening to my sump pump right now.
Oh, cool. I can't hear it.
No, she knows I'm close, so she stops. She's been laying beside me, and she snores like an old man.
Rosa snores too. She's behind me snoring. You can't hear.
Yeah.
I can take my mic over though.
Well, that's what I did. But as soon as I started getting close, she knew I was close, and her tail started wagging.
Yep.
And she stopped snoring. So.
And all Steven does lately is he just like hangs out in the bedroom, comes out, sits on the. He doesn't do much of anything, Steven. Right.
Yeah, our cat's getting that way. Our cat. We were trying to figure out how old the cat is. We think it's around 16.
Well, yeah, Maxine said that she found paperwork while she was packing her apartment up, which is where he came from, David's mother, my godson's mom. And she said that it dated him to like 13, and we thought he was about 8 or 9. So he's a lot older, but like you've seen my cat. You've held my cat, I think, right, Mary Jane? And he was
I didn't hold him.
Okay, but he was a big boy when you met him. He's come down a lot in weight because I've got him on metabolic stuff, like the Hills prescription stuff. Yeah, and her as well. Although now because we're home and she ain't running around as much, she's gaining weight again. Me too.
That's what's happened with Sadie because we're not outside as
like
much when the weather's
she's
like
out
this.
there chasing me on the tractor and just running after snakes and shit and frogs and I'm going to go up and see what kind of tracks are in the snow. I like to do that. Just because it'll be nice, pristine snow with just tracks, right? Last year...
You hope. You go out and find everything's tore up by snowmobilers.
They did. You know what? They're very respectful up there because there's a lot of trails up there. And I when I went up last year, I looked specifically to see if they were going onto my property, and they weren't. They were just going across my driveway as they're allowed to do. And that's it.
All right, on.
Yeah, they're very respectful up there because of the amount. Mary Jane, they've got snow trails up there fucking everywhere.
They have the Trans-Canada Trail that runs. It's the longest trail. It goes from one end of Canada to the other, and you have to pay to ride that trail. So there's no reason for them to go anywhere else.
Because the minute they go on somebody else's property,
you got to.
It's just a permit. It's a permit. Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, but
do you have to pay to drive on those trails here?
Sure do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't have. Well, I know I don't have a snowmobile or a 4-wheeler or anything. So
one of the clubs is at the Folly Mountain there.
Yeah, I mean, I see them going all the time. Everybody here owns one.
I've not. You know what? I've not been up there to see them in the middle of the winter because it's just like it's hard to get in there either.
Well, and it's cold.
It's like minus 21 up there. Is it really cold? Well, you're down by the water, so it's a little warmer, I guess.
It's just like being in Toronto here.
Yeah.
Whatever the Toronto weather is.
It's supposed to hit minus 21. My sister has moved to Alberta, and it's minus 51. I'm like, you wanted to move there, lady. They're having the frostiest start of the winter ever. I'm like, it's like minus 51. I'm like, fuck me, no thank you. I'll see you in the summer.
Right now we're at -1.
And she saw her first moose. She driving down the highway, and there was a moose kind of just walking down the road. Right.
Oh, we have a travel advisory. Total snowfall amounts of 5 to 10 centimeters are possible.
I went up in the middle of the winter last year. I mean, I do go up. I go up, and there was 3 feet of snow already on the ground. I could not even get in. I had to park on the side of the road. I couldn't even drive in my driveway.
You tell your sister she went the wrong direction. Our highs are going to be 5 or 6 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah, but you'll get the frost in the middle of fucking February, March, right?
And we'll be at 4 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, and you don't think Alberta gets frost in February, March?
Of course they do. Of course.
Well, yeah, but it's buried under all the snow.
You know what? It was -6 here, and I'm not acclimatized yet. And I was like, this is fucking frigid. But yet, in the middle of the winter, it's like -20, and I'll go out with the fucking dog in my shorts because I'll be acclimatized.
When I was young and dumb in the military, we went to Resolute Bay up in the Arctic Circle. And being young and dumb, that's when I realized that my teachers had lied to me in school when they said that up north they get 6 months of sunlight, 6 months of darkness. Well, no, it's actually 3 months of light and 9 months of darkness. And it started snowing on the 1st of August, and we were wearing T-shirts. And we stayed in T-shirts for probably 2 weeks before it actually started feeling cold for us.
We used to go to Horseshoe Resort. Is it Horseshoe? That's what it's called, Horseshoe. Up by
Horseshoe Valley?
Yeah, Horseshoe Valley. Thank you. And there were days when we were out skiing in 20-degree weather with snow. It was fucking awesome. You know, I mean, we usually get a 1 or 2 20-degree winter weather 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, we had some good cold temperatures here the last few weeks, so that the ski hill got to make quite a bit of snow base, and then we started getting a bit of snow for that. But we went to Truro. I don't even know what day this is. I think Wednesday. And just after we got snow, we had probably a good 10, 15 centimeters of snow. And the closer we got to Truro, the less snow there was. So we got dumped on, they didn't.
Yeah, we got no snow right now.
There's been nasty weather up there. You know, I don't know if I mentioned it. My big tent that I was doing shows from, the whole top of it, the top cover, ripped up.
Wait, you didn't leave it set up?
No, not now. No, it was like there was a really bad storm that whipped through there, and it flooded the area and all that. And when I went up the next time, there was a big slice down the whole front of the top of the cover part. That you just go buy a new one, right? But yeah.
Is this your cabin tent?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was really whipping, and I wasn't there. Now, I was supposed to go up the weekend before, and if I had to pull it down, it's not that those things are fucking hard to put up and put down, dude. For one person,
once you get it up, you don't. Yeah, for one person, once you get it up, you don't want to take it down.
No, I delayed it.
The snow off of my tent.
I delayed it. You left it out?
Well, no, I have one of those garage tents.
Now, okay, yeah, you have to pull them off there, right? Yeah.
So I just go and take a broom and smack the snow off the roof of it.
Yeah. I thought about getting one of those for
that's like
to put stuff under, but
things?
I didn't.
Yeah. I had one of those like a long time ago, and the wind came and took it.
Yep.
And it was kind of like blowing it. And okay, so I was not thinking, and all I was thinking about was the poor baby, the newborn baby that lived at the bottom of the hill in the house with the mom. So I jumped on the side of the thing trying to like hold it. And then when it kind of like lifted off the ground with me on it, standing on the bar sideways, I was kind of like, oh my God. I jumped off just in time because another bar kind of like busted through and would have like got me in the stomach. And that's when I realized I was an idiot because I was not strong enough to stop this thing from going into the house.
You grabbed to hold it, yeah.
You didn't have it anchored to the ground?
Yeah, no, my ex-boyfriend didn't do that.
Oh, see, I've got these big
do tent pegs count?
No.
Yeah.
Mine's screwed down with 4-foot augers.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't dating the brightest cookie in the bunch.
Yeah. Mine doesn't move at all.
I thought about getting one of those things for my tractor and all that stuff, but you know what? That's $1,500 to get a good one. That's not going to rip the first year. Now,
I got mine from Canadian Tire.
The good thing about those things is that you can take the wrap off and use them as a greenhouse during the summer.
Oh, if you want.
Yeah.
But what I did is, as soon as I got mine set up, anchored to the ground, I went and got a bunch of straw bales.
Okay.
And I built a straw bale wall down each side and on the back end. So it prevents any wind or anything from going in underneath.
Yeah.
Because the bales are actively holding everything down to keep the wind from going in. So it doesn't move. And when you go in, it's in the wintertime, it's really nice and insulated. And I'll go out and set up my Roku TV out there and sit there and watch TV. And it's like my own little man cave if I want.
My man cave is all folded up at the moment.
Yeah. I just have to shovel a path to it.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, I would go up more if somebody hadn't broken my fucking snowblower, to be honest. But, you know.
Who broke your snowblower?
Oh, gee, I wonder. Let's not have this conversation on the air, thank you.
Okay, because it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. No. Anyways.
It was probably that fucker Darcy.
It was probably Darcy.
Yeah, we'll just blame Darcy for everything.
Could have been Lenny.
Dale, who won?
It's still being built.
Holy jeez.
What's being built?
It's complicated. There's gears and everything.
Oh, is it? This sounds awesome.
What are you talking about?
They're playing a game.
Maggie's present.
Oh, you guys!
And what's
I
it?
didn't know you were
Mousetrap?
playing. Oh, Mousetrap.
No.
I'll get the name.
It's not Mousetrap. Get the name for us.
Is it that the one with the clown that you what's it called?
I don't know.
You pick the parts out of the clown with the light.
You mean Operation?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Out of the clown.
out of the clown. Well, he is a clown.
Okay, but they're not in Operation. You don't actually put them together first.
No, you pick the thing. You pick the organs out of him.
Yeah.
Or her.
Whatever the game they're playing, they actually have to build the game first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called. It's by Discovery Channel. It's called Mind Blown.
Oh, I've heard of those. Yeah. Do you ever go into Minecraft to that store, or was it Mastermind?
Mind games.
Is it Mind Games? Okay, Mind Games. Yeah.
Is that the Marble Runner one?
Yeah, it's got gears and a chain and.
I like Toys R
platforms
Us as well.
Available at Canadian Tire.
Well,
Canadian Tire had some
wow.
you know what?
That
Last time I was
looks
in
like a lot of
Canadian
fun.
Tire, they had
That's similar to Mousetrap.
those mini drones
Yeah, it
for
is.
$29. They're fucking awesome. Mousetrap. I heard somebody say Mousetrap.
Yeah. Well, it's similar to Mousetrap with the
Squirrel.
contraption that you build.
Well, you can't say
But with
mouse.
Mousetrap, when you come around the game, when they come down and captured your mouse, then you're over.
Yeah, but Mousetrap, they changed. I don't know if you know this. They changed the game of Mousetrap years ago, and you don't have the thing that you build the same. It's not the same
really?
as it was.
Are you
That's
serious?
like-
Oh, I'm going
that's
to
Yeah,
look
like-
it
and
up.
they
that's-
changed. They also changed life.
That's like
couple years
and they
ago,
changed
too.
the science center too, and it sucks.
I haven't been there.
I miss the science. I mean, the science center when we were kids. Oh my fucking god! You could go there every fucking day and still have fun. Now it's like little 12x12 rooms of stuff that hardly works anymore. It's not like the museum still has some good exhibits and stuff like that, though.
There's a Hasbro one that you don't have to put as much together, though. But it's the same idea that the marble's going to come down, and
Yeah, that's the original Hasbro one, isn't it?
that's the one I'm looking at on Amazon for $17.97. But
Yeah, like-
Canadian Tire has one that just calls it the board game. You put
Video
it together.
games kind of took that away from us, didn't they? Although they still sell a lot of board games, they're very expensive. I mean, a fucking an authentic Monopoly game is $100. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, those are the
Depends
special
on where
edition
you
ones.
buy them, which edition.
I was going to say I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm buying them, but you know,
I
Like I-
have this amazing Monopoly board that I bought 2 years ago. It was $40 at some mall, some toy store, and it's got all gold pieces.
okay, yeah, it's
like
a collector's
big
thing.
box. Yeah, it's amazing. So
Yeah.
you can get them fairly cheap. You just gotta.
That's a high roller edition.
Toys R Us is a great spot for board games, and you know those kits that parents buy for their kids, like clay stuff or like painting kits or like
Yeah.
slime, whatever. People don't know, but Michaels sells a lot of those things.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah.
And they also, Michaels has a coupon. You could literally pull your phone out of your pocket while you're at Michaels and Google Michaels coupons. And most of the time there's like a 30% off a regular price item, 50% off. So like whatever you're going to buy is still cheaper with this damn coupon. So
And you know they've got those mail order kits that you can get now for kids. You just tell them the age, you fill out survey about what your kid is about, and then they mail you something every month. It's a subscription service, and your kids.
That's cool. Like a little activity thing.
Yeah, no, well, it's an actual kit. They have science ones, they have block ones, they have wood ones. Like different companies have different stuff. It's kind of like it's like our month of the club, the smokers club, right? Those
or like
things.
the game
the
boxes,
yeah, whatever. Yep.
Yeah.
I still get, hey, we'd like to send you this, but now a lot of people don't realize people need to look and see we're in Canada and we'd love to sample your stuff, but if you can't send us here,
I
don't
get that
ask
too,
us.
and I'm like, well, what would you like me to sample? And then I'm like, because if it's an accessory, sure, send it over. But if it's anything cannabis in it, THC, CBD, Delta 9, Delta, like whatever you're pushing, like you can't send that across the border.
I
like,
always
what?
ask, the first thing I ask is, can you ship to Canada? And most times they say, yes, we can. And I've only had one or two that didn't get here. So
yeah, most of the time they don't know the legalities.
Yeah. There's a lot of companies down in the States, in legal states, and they're allowed to mail order here, there, and everywhere, and they don't realize it, so they just throw it in the mail. Like, for instance, a company was sending me some jars up here, and they got stopped at the border. They didn't even make it across the border. They just went right back to them. I don't know why. Which
is stupid because they're jars.
They're jars, yeah. My only thinking on that is maybe there was something in the jars. Right?
Yeah, well, I ordered something from Amazon and the package got damaged and they sent it back. So I'm not getting it.
There, I've bought a few things off of Amazon, and in both cases they were shipped wrong the first time, and all they did was they said, we'll resend it, just throw out what we've got that you got wrong. Like, they don't even want you to send it back most of the time, right? Yep.
Well, it didn't. It hit the post office, and they were like, "Package is damaged. Back to the shipper."
Back to the shipper. Yep. And then that's it.
Yep. I could reorder it, but
David wanted a knapsack last year for his birthday or something, or Christmas or something, and Kelly ordered it off of Amazon, and it never came. So she took the receipt and went through, and now they're dragging. Because it's one of those companies that disappeared or something, right? Like, you got to be careful. I haven't bought too much stuff off of Amazon. I've lucked out at what I've got pretty much.
Yeah, but if you buy off Amazon, it's fulfilled by Amazon. So
that's
if it
right.
doesn't show
Not
up,
always.
They'll give you.
It
they
depends.
should give you the money back.
It depends
Not
on
always,
who the
because
seller
sometimes
is.
it's on Amazon. It'll actually say whether it's fulfilled by them or fulfilled by somebody else.
Like Walmart and Best Buy. You can go to Walmart and Best Buy and buy things that aren't in the store that are
from third party
sellers.
Yeah,
and Walmart or Best Buy are not responsible. Like, for instance,
I bought it. Prime. Amazon, there's a switch at the top that if you click, so it says Prime. All of those are fulfilled by Amazon.
That's right. Like, I bought a used computer through Best Buy, and I bought it at Best Buy, went into Best Buy and bought it there, but it was defective. I wasn't able to take it back to Best Buy. I had to go all the way from Durham, Ontario, which is 5-hour drive, down
not Durham, like Whitby.
No, like Mount Forest area. I had to drive down from there, Owen Sound area. Most people don't know where that is. And to a warehouse in Brampton and wait for them to have a look at it, which took 3 hours. Then they just gave me a new one and sent me home, and that one was defective too. So you have to be careful with that shit. I did get a fresh one. I had them ship it to me because I wasn't going through that again. But
we had to be careful because we bought ours off Amazon laptop. It was like $1,000. My son got his last Christmas. We made sure it was brand new from like the thing. And
hey, you know what?
We came
for
across
stuff like that. I've got to go into the store and see it.
That's what I did I bought this new computer. It cost $1,000, and it was like, I'm going to go. I want to touch it. I want to go into Best Buy and say I want that box.
Yeah, see, and my son went and he chose all the games he wanted to play and he found all the specs he needed and he apparently that was the one he wanted. This Christmas, he just bought himself, he says it's not a hard drive, it's a SATA drive or some shit that he's going to put into his laptop that's going to boost I don't know, but anyways.
It's still a hard drive.
It's more money, you know?
I bought
money,
I bought this all-in-one Acer a few years ago when I was at my mom's because when I was doing all the shows, right? And this thing hardly runs now. I can't leave it unplugged. It's got to be plugged in all the time. It's basically a glorified plugged-in tablet now. That's about all it is. And it was very expensive when I bought it, and it was top of the line. It was when they first started introducing the 3-in-1s and laptop, desktop.
Yeah. Well, those
tablet
Chromebooks?
thing. Yep. Same thing.
I have a Chromebook
And it
that
sucks.
yesterday gave me a notice that said after I think the 31st of January, it will not receive updates anymore and may not work properly. I'm like, what?
Yep.
So it's not going to be useful anymore? What the fuck is this? Why did I even buy this?
I can't
You
even.
can still use it. They're just not going to update it anymore because they have newer versions.
This is a Core i3 processor, quad-core processor, an i3, and it's not Windows 11 compatible.
Mine is a.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. Mine's an Acer laptop Aspire 3. It is compatible with 11 because it wants me to install it. I just
I didn't.
What's not going to work?
When I got my new one, which is an HP, I got that because I have a friend that works at HP and he told me it was a good one. But anyways, it automatically updated when it was updating everything when I first turned it on. Automatically went to 11, and I was like, nothing. My soundboard wouldn't work, my camera wouldn't work, nothing would work. So but what
That's
happened?
when I want to look because
I went
it wants
back
me to install the update, but I want to see what's going to stop working here.
I went back to 10, but the minute I rebooted the computer, it reinstalled 11 again until I had to shut it all off to say no, I don't want it. All because I was doing the beta thing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, be careful of what you wish for.
I always,
I'm still running 10. I have no plans to go to 11 until it is absolutely 100% compatible with what's going on.
I learned back in the 90s that you don't update your computer without knowing what.
Yeah, Marcel will.
What you're actually looking for. Dale's looking for. Dale, speak up, boy.
Hello, I had you guys muted, or I had myself muted because the girls were making some noise.
Do you think you really want a big dog?
I've had them.
Okay.
I've had a Japanese Mastiff. They called it Tosa Inu.
Yeah.
And that was the best dog I ever had.
Rose has got Mastiff in her. Lab Mastiff and Husky.
I would tell you, but I'm looking myself.
You can get another one?
I can't help you out. Yeah, I think we're getting at that point where she's almost 3 that it's time to
She
get another
needs a
one.
friend. I'm thinking, if I wasn't sitting in an
Get a
apartment,
male.
if I was up at the farm all the time, I would get another one. But I'm not in the apartment.
You
no.
should get a male, Marcel.
Why? This one's fixed. Every dog I get is fixed.
Oh,
I used to work for animal control.
Shit.
I'm not into puppies.
So should we maybe wrap this shit up?
Say hopefully happy New Year. Hopefully it's a better New Year.
Try again on Monday.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Monday.
Or tomorrow.
He said, "What are we gonna do for a couple days?"
Nothing.
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 I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff, new stuff every day.
It's over now.
Pretend 2021 never happened.
I'll be
You get up
asleep. I'll be
tomorrow.
asleep in an hour in front of the TV.
Whole new
probably.
year. There's no passports. There's no restrictions. There's no COVID. People have the cold and flu, and life goes on.
I'd like to
That would
wake
be
up
nice.
in 1972.
What happened in 1972?
I don't remember, but it was a good year.
No. I'm thinking 1974 would be a good year to go back to. But I'd like to go back knowing what I know now.
I'd like to go back to when I was 15.
Oh, yeah. Knowing what I know now.
Knowing who I knew then.
There we go. There's my little ball.
Of hash?
Your little hash ball.
My little hash ball.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Put that
No,
in your
I
pipe
got
and
to teach
smoke it.
Timmy about hot knives.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't done hot knives since I was a kid.
That
was the 70s.
We found the hot knives we used to use back in the 70s when we were cleaning up my mom's apartment. She had the 2 hot knives that we used to use still.
I can honestly say not once did I ever use my mom's silverware.
Well, they were her good silverware. That's why she had still 2 of them, right?
Yeah. No, I've never taken
They
her
worked really
silverware
well.
They just in case she's
They
listening,
burned.
we never lost silverware due to hot knives. It was other people's knives.
My mom's not listening.
Actually, at one point, we were using spoons, like big soup spoons with a torch.
Tried it.
Throwing whole buds on it.
Yeah, tried it, but you know what? It's harder to remember not to touch the spoons. Okay?
Oh, yeah. It's harder to remember not to touch any of it.
See, I was lucky. My dad had a special drawer that had like all the tools and stuff, and in there, in paper towel and like elastics was the hot knives. You just had to like take the paper towel out.
Oh, he stored them there.
I couldn't even,
it was great.
I couldn't
Thanks,
even do
Dad.
them. Hot knives and toilet paper rolls.
We're actually at a party one night, and I don't know, it must have been probably 2:00 in the morning, and there was just so much pot, so much liquor in this house, and the kids' parents came home. And he walked in, and he stood at the kitchen table, and he says, well, I guess this is why we don't have any silverware, because there was 4 guys sitting at the table with the knives going on the torch. He looked around, he said, I think this party's over. Everybody said, yep, and we were gone.
Wow. Yeah, my parents were cool. They knew I consumed. They consumed. But I never had a party in my house.
Oh,
I've never had a party in my house. Never did that with my parents.
Oh, we did.
No.
Oh, yeah, we did.
That was a no-no.
The minute my mom went to Montreal, hey, what's going on, man?
I've had friends over, but I never had a party.
Oh, no, we had parties.
They were always respectful.
We had a New Year's Eve party.
That's like me.
We had
Always
a New
respectful
Year's
of my
Eve
parents'
party where
property.
my dad showed up. Okay, my dad was a psychiatrist. He happened to be the psychiatrist of one of my friends that I went to school with, who was not a very nice person, and he almost got into a fight with him. Yeah, like a 20-something year old kid at a New Year's Eve party. My dad was in his 50s then, but the thing that my buddy didn't realize is my dad was a brown belt. Okay. So it was quite interesting evening. Yeah. Throw in my mom's boyfriend at the time. Oh, yeah. It was a wonderful evening.
Wow. Yeah. Was that the 70s?
That would have been the 70s. Yeah. No, that would have been the 80s. Yeah. The 70s, I was in Yorkville. And the 80s, we were up in Moore Park. So
I never got to see the 70s, and I don't really remember the 80s. I think the 90s was like the last time movies talking about the future were actually like positive. Seems like ever since 2000, everything about movies about the future have been doomsday movies. Like nobody's ever talked about flying cars and
no more chitty chitty bang bang movies or Mary.
Like,
well,
I remember in the 90s it was like, yay, we're gonna.
They are coming out with some retro movies, reboots, as you would, or reunion movies, shows and stuff.
Maybe okay. So I'm a little excited about the Ghostbusters one.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, they should have done this when they did the all girls one.
Yeah, and you know what? They've just put a box set together of all the movies, and they did not include that. And some people are very upset about that.
No comment there.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
I have not seen the new one. I hear there's cameos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The girls one, yeah, I can see
No,
why they
that was
omitted
a
it.
bomb.
Yeah, it was, and I think that they would all agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's been a couple of good movies and good TV shows out as of late, as we talked about earlier. And now it's time to say goodnight.
Yeah, I'm going to go watch some reruns of The Simpsons.
I might go watch that Don't Look Up.
Yeah, go
You
watch
should.
that.
It's actually really good. I'm going to watch
I know
reruns of
generally-
The Simpsons so we can find out what's going to happen this year.
I've been watching stuff on Tubi.
Well, let me know. Because
All
The
right.
Simpsons always knows.
Well, they know everything ahead of time.
Not a show
Yeah.
that I could get into. Couldn't get into. I've been watching The Zoo on Tubi. Yeah, it's all about the Sydney Zoo or something like that.
Okay, because there's a different show called Zoo.
There's a new one that is the Bronx Zoo, right?
No, this isn't actually about an actual zoo, though.
This one,
This is
yeah,
about
the TV
genetically
show,
modified
yeah,
animals
the
and
TV
crap,
show.
yeah.
That's yeah. No, I'm talking about a reality show called Zoo, and it's believe it's in Australia. It's the Sydney Zoo or something like that. Yeah, and it's quite interesting. They show how they're taking care of the animals and blah 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 blah. Did you know that on the last note here, this breaks my heart. The African lion safari has been called one of the worst animal attractions in the world for abuse, and that's
In Toronto,
Hamilton. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's. I mean, I adored that place growing up. Have you ever been, Mary Jane?
No.
To the African
No,
lion safari?
and as you're saying this, I'm like, so you're saying that if I don't go now, there won't be a chance because by the time, this year's...
I'm thinking...
next
Put it
year,
on your list.
You're going to be like... Because the Bowmanville Zoo, the same thing happened there.
Yeah, and
Marineland.
Jungle
Apparently
Cat World.
Marineland is,
Jungle
like,
Cat World is
disgusting.
great as well, out by you, right near just past Port Hope there. And I've been there. I spent the whole day there back when I was doing What's Up Toronto magazine, and we were playing with cougars and lions and tigers and bears, like literally.
Oh my!
And yeah, but we went out to the African lion safari, did the same thing back then, and now. I mean, look at what's going on. I don't like what they're doing at Marineland. I don't like the stories behind it. I don't like what's going on. But all of those attractions are slowly going away.
Well, I mean, the reality is, like, these animals that are already in captivity are not going to be able to survive out of captivity.
No, but they're also
So
they're fighting back. They're going out. I mean, there's been trainers that have been killed from these.
the animals are.
Yeah, no, the trainers are being killed. There have been trainers.
But, I mean, the animals are fighting back.
They're fighting back. Yeah,
Well,
they've had enough.
unfortunately,
The wild
it's
animals.
no longer it. Like, don't get any more animals. Like, we shouldn't be getting.
I don't think
more
they can.
animals
I
in the
think
zoo.
I think they're going to be closing these places down, right? But then what do you do with the animals? Put them down? It's sad.
Well,
It's
no,
really
I
sad.
would honestly, if this was me, I would give them the place to live until they naturally passed away or they became aggressive. If they became aggressive, you would have to put them down.
It's like all the
Yeah.
pets
But
that have been gotten, all the new pets
Can't
that have
release
been
them back
gotten
into the
since
wild.
COVID.
No, you can't. They wouldn't survive.
It's
Right.
like all of the pets that have been gotten since COVID started for compassion and or for companionship, and now people find, okay, well, I got to go back to work. I can't have a dog. I mean, like, you can't do that to animals.
Yeah,
period.
we got a cat over COVID, and the only reason I ever got one is because I knew I would never give it up. Like, this is a family member, and if you wouldn't give up your kid, you can't adopt an animal if you're, like, that's just not right.
Well, I mean, like with
there's rescue shelters in the States that are getting like thousands of these things
it's crazy.
a week. So a lot of them now are being shipped to Canada. People that are adopting them here, which is great, but you shouldn't have got the fucking dog in the first place.
I have a friend who's recently, within the last few years, moved to Dubai, and I think is that where the Sahara is in Dubai? Is that the Sahara? That's where he is. He's in Egypt. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And what he started doing.
Did he get camel?
He's been on camel. Yeah, he lives every now and then. You know Shane. You know who I'm talking about, Mary Jane. He had a dispensary in Hamilton. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, trust me. Anyways, he's in Egypt now, and he gets on a camel, and then he'll ride around with his cell phone and do a Facebook Live of the pyramids and stuff like that.
What's his last name?
Hansen. Anyways, so what he started doing was adopting dogs and shipping them back here to Canada to homes and families.
Oh.
Because they were, malnourished and strays and stuff like that. And I mean, he's done it a few times, and people have gotten some really good dogs out of it, good pets out of it.
There you go, Dale. Go shopping for a bull mastiff.
How about a greyhound, Dale? You can adopt an old racer. They're pretty large, dude.
Do you know? Greyhound. The problem with the greyhound is if you're not prepared to let that dog run out 3-4 times a day, don't get the dog.
If I was going to get a puppy tomorrow, it would probably be a mastiff or another Aussie, but I'm not.
A dog that might also be good for you would be a lab.
Yes.
Because labs are pretty laid back and relaxed. Masters are awesome because they're lazy as fuck.
But that's what Rosa is. Rosa is a lab mastiff husky cross.
Yeah.
So she's got a lot of energy in her, though. And now Steven's bugging.
Yeah, when you're picking a dog, you got to look at what your lifestyle is. Yep. You want a dog that are you active and on the go and hiking and running?
Yeah,
all the time?
That's who Rosa should be with, because I'm not. But I make sure she gets her running around. She's got a 20-foot extension thing, and she bombs around, rips my fucking arm out almost,
That's funny. My friend says her dad walks their little fucking dog, like a little dog, 4 times a day.
Rosa and I are out 3-4 times a day.
Yeah, that's all right for a little dog.
And that's why I have a cat. And speaking of my cat, I should probably go because I have to go clean her litter box or else she'll piss all over the house. That's what cats do.
He's standing behind me because he knows it's 9:00 and it's dinner time. So he's standing behind me.
You don't want to jump in a box that smells like piss.
I don't know.
No, and you know what? I don't blame her. And that's why I'll never get mad at the cat. Like, she's only done it once, and it was my fault. I didn't clean the box.
When I first got Steven, he peed on a shirt that was on the floor. And that was the first and only time because he said, hey, buddy, I wasn't used to it. I hadn't had a cat in years, right? Yeah. Almost 20 years.
All right, let's let these nice people go home.
All right, say Happy New Year.
Happy New
hopefully
Year.
It's better.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.
Oh, we can hear all kinds of Happy New Years.
I hear them all over the place. All right. Okay, listen to this, and then we're out of here. Go.
Hey, Mary Jane Baker. No, I'm Mary Jane Baker. Wait, can we do that again?
Mary Jane Baker, take 27.
Hey, I'm Mary Jane Baker, and you're listening to 420radio.ca.
You're listening to 420radio.ca, Canadian Cannabis Radio.